Hey everyone, you are on the Proxy-Seller channel. My name is Max, and today we're talking about the key proxy usage trends in 2025. What has changed? Which technologies have become the new standard? And why in 2025 proxies are no longer just a workaround for website blocks. They're a foundational layer for AI, automation, scraping, anti-detect systems, and even DevOps pipelines. Just a couple of years ago, mobile proxies were expensive, unstable, and hard to scale. Now in 2025, prices have gone down, reliability has gone up, and they've become essential for bypassing restrictions, managing paid accounts, and growing activity on social media platforms. Mobile operators use something called carrier-grade NAT, which assigns a single IP address to hundreds of users. That means even if a bot gets flagged, platforms can't identify the exact user. The traffic is too diluted. This brings a high level of anonymity, and mobile traffic stays clean much longer. These proxies run on real mobile hardware or emulate mobile setups with accurate TTL values, geolocations, DNS, and network types. That's what makes them so difficult to detect. User agent reflects an actual device. TTL matches a mobile connection, and the data packets behave just like they would from a real smartphone. In short, if it looks and behaves like a real user, it survives. Everything else gets flagged and blocked. Platforms like Meta or TikTok no longer rely solely on IP detection. They analyze behavioral patterns. Mobile IPs naturally align with these patterns: frequent location changes, rotating IPs during sessions, and multiple parallel connections from a single address. All of it mimics real user behavior, which makes automation much safer when built on mobile proxies. In 2025, proxies have fully transitioned into core IT infrastructure. They've become critical for data access, the foundation of any AI system or automation workflow. What makes proxies technically essential for AI and automation? IP rotation and geolocation targeting. AI and scraping infrastructures handle thousands of requests per minute. Without dynamic IP rotation, rate limits and bans kick in almost instantly. Geolocation is just as important. Prices, content, and API responses can vary depending on the country. That's why precise geo-targeting is key. Compatibility with headless browsers and scrapers. Most modern scrapers now rely on headless engines like Puppeteer, Playwright, and Selenium. Proxies must be stable during WebSocket connections, support TLS 1.3, the most secure encryption protocol available, and enable ALPN negotiation via TLS to allow the client and server to agree on which protocol to use inside an HTTPS connection. Low-quality proxies fail to support stable sessions, leading to errors and broken requests. A reliable proxy is more than just an IP. It's infrastructure that works seamlessly with browsers and bots. Speed and stability under AI loads. In 2025, AI systems like GPT or Gemini send heavy requests, hundreds of kilobytes each. That's where speed and stability become crucial. Even a slight delay or a dropped packet can break the entire pipeline. Platforms like Hugging Face and OpenRouter have strict anti-bot defenses. They detect anything that resembles bot activity or VPN farms. That's why proxies must do more than just route traffic. They must behave like real users. So why has this become so critical in 2025? AI automation has gone mainstream from SEO to HR. Data volume has grown 10 to 20 times, requiring a stable data acquisition channel. API vendors have tightened restrictions. IP bans, geofilters, instant blocking, and zero-click tools like Agent GPT and AutoGPT now spawn autonomous bots. And every one of them needs its own proxy layer. And what does demand look like? B2B clients no longer just buy an IP. Instead, they build proxy infrastructure tailored to specific projects. One pool for a TikTok scraper, another for Amazon Price Analytics, and one more for OpenAI API calls. Demand for mobile and residential proxies has tripled from 2023 to 2025 because they face fewer bans, they appear as real users, and they integrate more easily into browser automation sessions. AI integrations no longer work without proxies. Whether using OpenAI, Hugging Face, Claude, or Llama, if you're testing or fine-tuning a model via API or web, you'll need a rotating, stable connection. Even enterprise-grade LLMs can't go live without proper traffic routing. Many teams now mix types. residential proxies for APIs, data center proxies for low-cost bulk scraping, and mobile proxies for bots. So how are proxies integrated into AI/bot infrastructure? Through proxy managers, with middleware solutions that automatically rotate IPs based on response codes or timeouts, and by segmenting proxy pools by use case for LLMs, scraping, social platforms, and more. Another major trend is proxy integration with anti-detect browsers. By 2025, it's no longer just about bot protection. Sites now deploy full behavioral analytics that go far beyond checking IPs or user agents. Websites have become more sophisticated. They collect digital fingerprints from everything: screen size, graphic adapter, typing speed, click timing. What's more, AI models are now learning to detect bot behavior in real time based on signal patterns. So what does this mean? It means regular proxies are no longer enough, and adaptive proxies have become a must. The key development, integration with anti-detect browsers, now makes it possible to generate realistic sessions that resemble actual users. And without the right proxy, those sessions don't work. That's why in 2025, a proxy isn't just a tunnel. It's a part of your digital identity. Even if your IP looks fine, if the browser behaves like a bot, you'll get blocked before you click anything. Proxy providers are evolving too. In 2025, proxies offer new capabilities: smart rotation that adapts to site behavior, not just rotating IPs randomly, sticky sessions for keeping cookies, login states, and interaction history, and fingerprint management support, adjusting time zones, screen resolution, WebGL, fonts, and GPU, so traffic appears as human as possible. While websites get smarter, proxies evolve alongside. These new proxies are no longer just tools. They're the answer to bot detection algorithms that now belong to the websites themselves. Now let's talk about proxies as a service, API integrations, and full control. Not long ago, proxies were just text files with lists of IPs, but by 2025, they've evolved into full-scale infrastructure, resembling a SaaS product complete with documentation, REST APIs, integration hooks, and flexible automation. Why has this become a defining trend? API first is no longer a bonus, it's a must-have. Modern proxies now function like a service. Need 500 mobile IPs in France rotating every 3 minutes? Send a single API request and the system handles the pool, timers, and responses for you. No manual panels, copying, or hand tuning. Everything is controlled through code. This is crucial for DevOps, automated pipelines, scrapers, and bots. Deep integration with the tech stack. Proxies today are like microservices inside your pipeline. Playwright, Puppeteer, Selenium all integrate via a few lines of SDK code. Sticky sessions, rotation on 403s, and geo-targeting, all configured in code. And scale is no longer a barrier. Whether it's 10 sessions or 10,000, the system handles it. Control that was once out of reach. The best proxy providers now offer real-time sessions via WebSocket or Kafka, load and performance monitoring with graphs, success rate, geo, and session health, webhooks for alerts. When limits are hit or 5xx responses occur, an action is triggered instantly. And CI/CD integrations, letting you test and deploy scraping flows with full IP control. It's not just for developers anymore. Proxies now integrate with Zapier, Make, and Google Sheets. Marketers can connect data sources, analysts monitor outcomes, and QA engineers can test front-end with dozens of environments. In 2025, the priority isn't just more IPs, it's better APIs. If a service lacks docs, SDKs, or integration logic, it simply doesn't meet the standards of today's market. And lastly, the market has become more demanding. What matters now isn't just having IPs, but the quality of service, stability, control, and integration. Those who understand this have long shifted to a new way of working. Before, the IP rotation was handled manually, and now it is automated via API. IPs are changed based on events or timers. Residential proxies used to be the gold standard. Today, mobile IPs are taking the lead. They're more stable, less likely to raise suspicion, and far more cost-efficient. Proxies were once standalone tools for scraping or bypassing blocks. Now they're deeply embedded into DevOps and automation pipelines, powering CI/CD and AI-driven workflows. It wasn't long ago when proxies were nothing more than static IP lists. In 2025, they've evolved into full-scale SaaS products. complete with APIs, SDKs, documentation, and native integrations. Playwright, Selenium, and Zapier. Previously, monitoring was clunky or non-existent. Today, logs, metrics, and real-time observability are integrated via Grafana, Prometheus, and webhooks for rapid diagnostics and action. To sum it up, proxies are an essential tool for testing websites in real-world conditions. They let you see how your site performs for users from different countries, networks, and devices. Without them, it's impossible to verify localization, loading speed, UX, pricing, or content availability. Not to mention, they offer security, anonymity, and flexibility in automated testing. Choose the right proxy type and test your product the way the whole world sees it. Remember, free proxies pose security risks and lack reliable anonymity, often leading to blocks. For secure and private online experiences, turn to our company, Proxy-Seller. We offer 100% anonymity and top-notch security. Our selection caters to various needs, supported by 24/7 assistance. Check the description for a 10% discount code and a link to our site. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications by clicking on the bell, and hit the like button. That's all for now. See you guys in the next video.